Hi everyone, I am Yula of BSN 31 from PUP Taguig. Today is another video and another opportunity for us to know more about another person when we can ask questions about our topic for today. Again, this interview is for our subject survey of English and American literature. And also, of course, I am honored to have this interview with my partner down there, Venice.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Micah Venice Amogawan, but usually they call me Venice. And right now, of course, I will introduce myself. I am from BSED English 3-1, and my classmate is Yula, of course, and that is from Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Taguig. And right now, I will be introducing to you our second interviewer or our participant with this questions with regards to our report. So her name is Diane Joy Olazo or Diane. Age is 26 years old. Achievements is she's graduated from a high school Our Lady of Carmel School and a college graduate from University of East BA Communications. Also, she is working. Um, she worked at management training at KFC and a payment officer at Solaire. And some of her hobbies is or are freelance writing, watching movies or series, and also listening to music. So that's all for the introduction. And we have a question
Hi,
here. Are you
Diane.
ready, Dan?
I think I am.
Yeah.
You
I
have no
should
before
be.
choice.
before
I should
we
be.
before we proceed with the question, how was your day? How was Christmas, New Year? Since we just uh, celebrated New Year a few days ago. How are you?
Oh, for me, it's just an ordinary day since I am not at work.
Same.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So,
Yes, that's just an ordinary day for me.
ordinary day. But still, of course, are you
Yes.
working from home? Or
Yes, working from home.
Mm-hmm.
thank you. So, shall we proceed with the questions? With the first question, Denise.
All right. So, my first question is: aside from the common words connected to literature, such as books, story, etc., what word comes in your mind when the word literature is brought up?
Oh, okay. For me, literature is sometimes the soul of the one who wrote it or published it. That is their way of expressing their other self or understanding how future or society is. That's
The
my own
soul.
expression with the literature.
So, it's a
Any
soul, a
soul.
song. All right.
Yeah, it's the
Surely
soul.
soul.
Just like the music, it's also the soul of someone's of
Mm,
writers or the publishers.
Mm.
I
Good,
see.
great
So,
thought.
mhm,
Any thoughts, Vinny?
yes, I do agree.
A
Me?
soul. Or
Me
no,
again?
soul. Me again.
Yeah, I do believe in that. I'm just kidding. With our previous interview, I share my thoughts to Char. Actually, for me, what I if I've mentioned it already, for me, what comes to my mind when I hear the word literature, siguro root. Kasi 'di ba everything nag-start sa root siya. Parang
Yeah.
bubunga siya sa pinaka-ilalim din. Akala mo diyan lang siya pero once nag-bloom with the root, single root, then lalabas siya na siguro wide na hindi mo ma-imagine na gano'n pala siya, gano'n. That's literature is for me. So hindi lang siya
Mhm.
source, siya rin yung pinaka magiging root ng mga bagay-bagay sa mundo.
Mm.
Mm.
Thank you
So
so
that's
much.
how I view literature.
Literature.
Mhm.
So let's proceed for with the next question. Diane, how often do you read books?
Oh, it's not really that often because but then when I am still not busy at work, I read books once a week.
Mm,
But then since I am kind of busy with work,
mm,
I seldom read books now. It's
mm,
once a month or sometimes twice. That's why.
mm. since time
I see.
constraint, especially if you're busy
Yeah.
with work, the only time left,
Mhm.
itutulog mo na lang instead of reading. But
True.
Totoo.
uh,
I do agree with
Yan.
that.
Denise could relate.
Pero at least,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. But at least you could still read,
Uh,
even though you're too busy doing the
mhm.
calls. You know,
Mm.
I feel you. We work together. The
Yeah.
queuing.
Yes.
The queuing
I
later
see.
again, queuing.
No, no, no.
Later again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
let's proceed with the next question, Venice.
All right. So, what is your favorite book from all the books you have read before? And what do you think do you possess that the character has, or how do you relate yourself with one of the characters?
Actually, I really have two favorites, but then since this is really some of the lines were really I really memorized some of the lines of these books because I really love this book,
Mm.
and it also has a movie adaptation. That book is A Walk to Remember.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
I want to remember.
I want to
Yes,
remember.
are you familiar with that? It's a very
Yes.
good movie.
Yeah, yeah. I'm familiar, but
Uh,
I didn't
the
watch.
girl
I haven't
died in
watched it
the
yet.
end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Mm,
it Nicholas Sparks?
Yes, Nicholas
Nicholas Sparks.
Sparks.
I see.
So
All
how
right. So, how
how
do you
do
relate
how
yourself?
with with one of the characters?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yes. Though I am a woman, I
Mm-mm.
considered myself as Landon Carter's
Mm,
character, the main guy of the
mm,
on the book,
mm,
because I considered myself also as a tough and a strong-willed person that don't want to get ruled by anyone.
mm.
Ooh, you
Strong-willed.
have a strong personality then.
Oh, you know that.
I
You
No.
know that.
I feel you. I have sense, I sense it. I see. I want that too. How about you, Yula? What do you think?
Favorite book?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any in mind right now because favorite book. I think the one that I mentioned in the first or a first attempt to record a video was Playlist for the Dead. It's about two boys, teenage boys, tas yung isa nag-suicide. Then
I
the
see.
other teenage boy was trying to find out why did my best friend committed suicide. Then he was left
Mm-hmm.
with a playlist, then dun niya ma-realize and ma-reveal kung bakit nga ba nag-suicide yung best friend niya. Parang it's very timely since
Mm-hmm.
yung time natin very pressured yung teenagers when it comes to school or work. So it's very timely. So I think it's a good book. But yeah.
Even though, mm-hmm. Even though it's tragic, right? It's tragic
Yeah.
at the end. Mm,
Kind of.
but so good. I see.
So,
All right, let's proceed to the
for
next question.
question, what are the characteristics of a good book or a good story, and what do you prefer, non-fiction stories or fiction stories?
Okay. The characteristics of good book is not about how good it was written,
Mm.
but for me, it is about on how it was organized and how the story flows.
Mm.
I see.
Good
It's
thought, no?
different
Yeah.
on how you see book. I
It's not
haven't think of
it's
that,
not about
but
how
that's
kung
good.
Yes,
gaano kalalim yung mga salitang nasa book.
how good it was written.
Mm,
Yes,
Doesn't
oo.
have
yes,
to be
that's
like that.
true.
Exactly.
I
Uh,
see.
are you more on non-fiction stories or fiction stories? Do you?
I like nonfiction better since that was all about the real life story or life of a person. Though
Mm-hmm.
sometimes there were parts that kind of boring,
Mm,
but still it still tackles reality. That's why I really
mm,
like nonfiction better.
mm. Thank you so much.
I see.
Next question.
All right. And all right. So for the next question, in what way does literature depict life and reveal the truth? For you, aside from depicting reality and revealing the truth, what is another purpose of literature?
Okay. Literature depicts life and reveal the truth on how the writer will express or write the story, on how he will do the flow, on how he will do the plot twist, just
Mm.
like that.
I see. All
So
right. So that
aside
is go
from
ahead.
aside from, because that's the main purpose we're trying to give in this interview, that the literature
Mm-hmm.
depict reality in general, or it reveals truth. Aside from those two, what do you think is the another purpose of literature aside from the two mentioned?
Oh, okay. It's to sometimes awaken some people's thinking,
Mm,
especially when it's a nonfiction. It's awakening of some people thinking on how the society flows
mm,
and how
I
the
see.
society does, just like
mm.
that,
How it works
I see.
exactly.
how it works.
So
Yes.
for the next question, um, from the reading experiences you had, have you had an experience where you realized you had an incorrect or wrong perception, understanding over something na naparealize sa'yo nung book? Parang after reading the book. Share your story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Actually, I think a lot of this,
Mm,
and this is my conclusion about that.
mm,
That love has boundaries. They said love has no boundaries, but for me, love has boundaries.
okay.
That is,
Ooh,
Are you
we
smiling?
have to,
chilling.
yeah, that is
Good point.
the reality of life that we should accept.
Mm,
It is not
Mm,
always ideal. The
mm,
fact is,
mm,
love should have limitations to avoid losing your own self in the
mm.
process of loving someone. Is it
Wow.
correct?
I see.
True,
My
true. Would
what?
you agree, Benice?
My pinagdadaanan. I do agree.
I do
Love
agree.
have boundaries.
Yes, it
It's
does.
true.
But
Love have
Because
then
boundaries.
some stories
Kasi,
are
mhm,
always saying love has no boundaries. But for me, as I read so many books, as
mm,
I experience some things about life, I can
mm,
always say love has boundaries. It should
mm,
have boundaries and
and
limitations.
true. Kasi ano
if
if you will go to a romantic love that you wanted to, express or something,
mm,
kung yun
Yeah.
man yung mini niya with love have boundaries, for me there is kasi kung one-sided yan, love mo siya, love ka ba? Parang ganon. So,
Okay.
love have boundaries. You cannot
good.
hindi mo kayang ipilit yung sarili mo on something na you have love for it but cannot give you back. Parang ganun. So,
Mm.
love have boundaries in such ways. Kahit naman sa pamilya mo eh. 'Di ba? You love your
Not
parents
Yes.
just
but
in love.
they don't
Mm-mm.
they don't accept you. Parang ganon. Ganun.
Mm-mm.
So, I
Good
see
thought,
that
good
Yes.
thought.
as mm
So
so
let's
great
proceed to the
answer,
next
no? Mm-hmm.
question. Yeah, great answer. Deep, totoo nga, totoo.
Oo.
Totoo yun.
Totoo yun.
Totoo. So, let's proceed to the next
Next
question,
question.
okay? Okay. So,
Okay.
what is your thought? What is your thought or opinion about books which have movie adaptation with different plot twists?
Oh, for me, it's just fine. Since
Mm,
sometimes books were really ideal and unrealistic.
mm,
Doing movie adaptation should be more of awareness on what will be applied on the daily real life basis. It should be like that.
I think
I see.
also like what Kim mentioned with our first interview, with book kasi maano eh,
Mhm.
mahaba yung kumbaga malaki yung chance ng author to give the expression or the widen imagination. Pero yun sa movie,
Yeah.
parang the director only has about less than 2 hours to give the meaning of the book.
True. True. That's the truth.
Kaya medyo ano din, maiiba din talaga yung plot twist. It really depends kung sino yung nanonood, kung sino yung audience. If para
Mm-hmm.
sa kanya it would be fun, it really depends.
Sometimes nga, 'di ba, tayo kapag nagbabasa, we have different view kung paano natin siya i-express. Then, when it comes to, di ba, yung movie adaptation siya, syempre yung director yung magmo-mold niyan, siya yung mag-sink in. So, parang kung
True.
ano yung nasa isip niya, siya yung mismo depend kung ano mangyayari sa movie.
Depende yun sa opinions niya, sa belief niya. Yun.
So, magiging iba talaga.
Mm.
Pero, you said naman, it's fine, then that's great.
It's fine.
So,
I see.
is it my turn, Venice?
Yes.
So for the 8th question, if you are going to write a book of your life, what would be the title and why?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. If I were to write a movie about my life, it should be the title should be let's make it kind of mysterious. It's a Masquerade.
Masquerade. Why?
Yeah,
Very unique.
Masquerade.
Oh,
Very unique.
Because aside from being unique, I admit at my age, I know I'm older than both of you. But then I'm still a growing woman wherein I don't want to commit mistakes in front of everyone. I'm kinda it doesn't look like that I'm an introvert person, but I am.
I don't believe so. I don't believe.
Please believe me.
Okay.
Seems like Venice
Just
knows
today.
you well. Knows you
Just today.
so much. So it would
But
be
then
Alright.
I want it to still in kahit sa sarili ko meron pa rin akong mga pretensions because I want to be remembered or known as a fine woman. Not a weak girl from the past that is full of imperfections. That's why. It's a Masquerade.
Very mysterious, very unique.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's proceed with the last question.
All right, for the last question, as a book reader, what is your advice for the younger generations or even the adults when it comes to reading?
The advice? Okay. The only advice I can give both for the younger generation and the adults when it comes to reading is to choose a genre that suits your personality so you won't get bored on reading. And you will be more inspired to apply the learnings and some what do you call that? The learnings or the realizations that you will get at the end of the story.
It's true.
It's important to
good
choose the genre that you will be that you like.
Because it's more interesting when
see.
you're really into what you are reading.
Yeah, that's true.
Thoughts, Vinny?
That is right. Because well, that's really I do believe from what she have mentioned because for me I mentioned I've already said that I don't really read books, right? So I watch movies. Hindi naman ako nanonood ng movie na hindi ko gusto yung genre. So hindi ako masyadong nag-explore. Pinakauna talagang pagpopocusan ko is yung gusto kong genre na panoorin. So ayun, even with series or such, let's go with the one that we really like first. Then let's try to explore after that.
True. That's true.
So that's it. That's the end of the interview. Thank you so much for your time, Diane. Really had fun with your thoughts.
Oh
Thank you
my
so much for your
God.
time. I know it's been
I'm so glad I helped you both.
Yes, thank you.
Okay na yun.
Thank you.
Naintindihan ko kayo,
been really
pinagdaanan ko din yan nung
helpful.
college days ko.
Yes, thank you so much.
You've been really helpful, and I
thank
hope you had
you.
I hope you had a great long sleep.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.